corazón palpita con tu encuentro, obsesionado por volver.
I'm sorry, what? I think there's genuinely sand in every crevice of my body. I can't even lick my lips because I hate the crunch of sand. Buenos dias, you little chicos y chicas. We're going to the gym. I've mostly just been walking like 10 miles, 16 kilometers a day. Yesterday, it started to hit me. Going to the gym, like an actual class, does wonders for my mental health. I'm actually a little bit terrified though because the class is 90 minutes long and it's hot. And my legs are already cooked because I've been walking so long. Also, my toes, my big toes specifically, they aren't very happy. They've been squashed in shoes for the past 2 months straight. And if you know me, you know I'm a barefoot girl. I'm not normally wearing any shoes, so my toes are trying to figure out what is even going on. Here's my perfect plan. Go to this, get very sweaty, go home, go to the beach for the day. It's supposed to be nice. And then obviously like be in the water, whatever. Hair is gonna be maximum ready to be washed. And then I'm gonna go home and just take the best shower and scrub every granule. What is the, every granite, every capsule, every granule, every piece of sand out of my scalp. It's literally steaming out of the building. Do you see that? I had sweat coming out of every single pore that my body contains. But that was so fun. I had so much fun. That was so fun. And I tried to walk to the metro. It was the wrong metro. The metro here is so much more confusing than the Madrid metro. I don't even know. I've been a bus fan in Valencia. I've been taking the bus, so I'm at the bus stop now. I'm having such an ideal day, minus a few hiccups. I'm back from the beach and I'm clean. Hopefully the sand is out of my hair this time. I was gonna go to a flamenco show tonight because that sounded so fun, but the tickets are sold out. So I'm gonna take myself out to dinner and I'm gonna wear one of the new shirts that I got yesterday. I went on a little shopping spree, which is very uncharacteristic of me, but I've been in the mood to shop. I had plans to go to some sort of museum with mosaics, but turns out closed. In fact, practically everything is closed. Today is their Labor Day, and I'm following the music, but the music is getting closer to me. Home, I'm fed, I'm showered, and now I'm going to a show at the Hemispheric, which is like this giant dome, and they have like IMAX shows inside there. Let's go. Hey guys, we're gonna have a little story time. The other day I was walking back from the Ironman and this guy stops me and he asks if he can ask me a question, and I was like, sí, like estoy todavía aprendiendo español. I'm still learning Spanish, pero sí. He was like, why do you look so serious? And I was kind of like caught off guard because I actually didn't think I looked serious at all. I was like, I felt like I had a bounce in my step. I was having a great day. Then I quickly realized that he just needed some sort of question to ask me. Like he was really just trying to talk to me. Turns out that he also knew English, so that helped some. We were talking like Spanglish. I was actually carrying the conversation mostly in Spanish, which I'm proud of myself. My Spanish is definitely improving. So we talked for a little while. It was a very sweet interaction. He did briefly mention that he was a photographer and would maybe want to do a photo shoot sometime. Okay, so we text a little bit. I kind of was just like, probably don't want to, I kind of just wanted to let it go. But then like a week later, I was like, you know what? We're building stories right now. Like, this is good for the plot. So we make arrangements to hang out, and he asks if I know how to ride a bike. And I was like, yeah. And in my head, I'm like, this is actually so perfect because I've been wanting to bike around the city. So we like meet up. He has an extra bike for me, and we're biking to the like art and science buildings, and he's like showing me around, and then we park and he gets out his camera and he acts like I knew this was the plan the whole time. But basically he starts this photo shoot. Guys, we're gonna walk through the photos together. It got to the point where in the middle of the photo shoot I was like, I wish that someone was watching this interaction right now. This is crazy. I don't really know what's going on. Okay, so starting off, he wanted me to sit on the corner of these steps, and he got really low, and he had like an angle shooting up. So that was creative framing. Okay, so then next, we're still riding the bikes, and he notices that there's a bunch of police officers lined up. And so he's like, oh, this is good. He goes up, he talks to the police officers, asks them if we can take a photo with them. In my head, I was like, this is going to be so good to send home to my mom. And then he told me to like bike in a circle around where they were. So we have biking. There you can see a bunch of them are in the background, and I'm just riding my bike. I didn't know that the photo shoot was going to be happening. So like attire, like I wasn't prepared to be photographed on this day. I thought we were going for a bike ride. I was ready for an adventure, which is what I got, I guess. I got an adventure for sure. Okay, and then moving on, I sat down on this. This one gets some points. This is very creative. He switched his lens cover so we could get a little lens flare going on. And he framed it with this tree. Very creative. We'll give points for that one. Then we went up this ramp thing, and he had me jump over this little, like, you can't tell in the picture, but there was like a fence thing because it dropped down on the other side. So I'm standing like in these bushes, and then he yanks this whole branch of flowers off a bush, and first he has me smell them. So we have this, and then we have it again with completely different editing. Then he wanted me to throw it toward him. So we have this. That's also a cry for help on my face, as you can see. Then we go to the next part of the city, and he wants me to go into the middle of this traffic. I was standing in the median of the road with traffic going both directions. He wanted me to throw my hair toward him. So that's what we have going on there. Then I sat down on another like thing next to the road. This one's kind of cute. You know, I kind of like this one. I wish that it was in portrait instead of landscape. But there's that. And then we moved on, and we have twirling my hair. Really, he was directing the whole thing. None of these poses or ideas were mine. The whole thing was directed and orchestrated by my friend, which was really sweet of him. And last, we have sitting on a bench, and another new editing style. He's very diverse in his editing styles, which is, I guess, a good skill set he has. Creative framing with the offset, I feel like that's in style right now, so maybe he really has his finger on the pulse of that. And then we were supposed to go to another part. He had this whole like other part planned out. You have to understand, we're like 2-3 hours deep at this point. I am so hungry. We've been biking all around the city. Bro, to get from where I met him with the bikes to the museum, he had us going like all on these crazy roads, and the amount of times that I almost got hit, it was in my head. I was like, what is even going on? And all this is happening before the photo shoot even starts, before I even know the photo shoot is on the agenda. And then after we're like 2-3 hours in, I was like, I think that I need to go home, and this was great, thank you so much. And then he kept on trying to barter that, like, in exchange, he doesn't do free work, so in exchange I had to take him to lunch. Yeah, that was such an experience. But now I have some photo souvenirs. Shout out. Thank you. So yeah, that was a very fun. So yeah, thanks for coming to my, I just don't know how to end this.
In the city, remember you used to drive a Yukon. I pick up whenever you call. In the parking lot in Tucson, like, are you with me? In the phantom with the roof gone. I pull up like Jimmy Neutron. I can help you get a move on, like you haul. And I know you like to go slow, but we could go fast.